21 and I live with 13 girls. Basically live with 24 people because we share a backyard with 11 boys in the house next to us. So the probability of getting COVID is so much higher because there's so many different people around. And one of our roommates, we have 2 classes together. So sometimes we'll do class like in the kitchen or in the living room or something, and sometimes it gets hard because it's all loud and like we have to move to a different room or something like that because it's too loud. I would say that it definitely gets scary because all of us have our own friends and like we go and hang out with our friends, and if they get COVID then like we have a COVID scare from that friend group, and then usually we all get tested, or at least most of us get tested because we kind of figure that like if one of us tests positive then we're all going to quarantine. It's like a hard time right now, especially like for us like young people who shouldn't be out like having fun experiencing the world. And so it's nice to always have someone to talk to or like other people to relate to that are going through the same thing. I work at a restaurant in Shell Beach. Every time I've had a COVID scare there, like I've had a COVID scare while I've worked there, they've made me take 2 weeks off of work, like no exception. They're like, you don't even need to get tested, just don't come in for 14 days. Yeah. Also, like something I feel like I should say is every time there is a COVID scare, there's been a couple that I've had while I've worked at Marisol, and I've only like reported it once because the other times were just like it just like wasn't worth it for me. Like I need to work, like I can't afford to have 2 weeks off of work. So like this last COVID scare that we just had, which thank God like none of us in the house got COVID and I wasn't really directly exposed. I didn't tell my work because I just really couldn't afford to not work for 2 weeks. I feel like right now a lot of people are kind of they're making a decision. They're like, is it worth it for me to stay inside, like not work, not go out and do things that make me happy, or should I just do it and kind of like fuck it, like if I get COVID, I get COVID. And I'm so surprised that we haven't gotten it yet. I kind of think we've gotten it and we're just asymptomatic, to be honest. I find it's very surprising to me.